welcome to By Kimberly Saint. That's me. So today's poem meditation is a lot of ordinary, more than you can hold. You know, when you think of your dream life, it's like, maybe it goes perfectly smoothly, you have everything you need, all the money in the world that you need, all the things, but meanwhile, a lot of ordinary has to take place in your dream life. You have to do the work to get the money. You have to do the everyday mundane things, no matter what in your life. You get your dream world, it's amazing, but there is the ordinariness, the mundane things that will happen no matter what. Also, those things are gorgeous and delicious. The mundane of taking a shower, like you have to take a shower every day, and it is magical. You can see it as that way if you appreciate the fact that we can shower, and how do we make that special and delicious, the repetitiveness of the everyday life. That is so ordinary in the most best ways, having to fill up your car with gas or whatever it might be. There's so many things that are ordinary, and that is a part of the dream life, the normalness that keeps you human, you want to stay grounded and connected to being human, even in your dream life. It's really important to embrace the ordinary, when you create, you might have this creative flow or this creative moment in your life, and to get to there, you have to do the repetitiveness of your daily habits or your daily rhythms, and really continuing to show up and do the hard work and be positive and look after yourself, all of that, to get to a burst of creation. And then it's might go big high, big low, but it's so that you're good in the lows, you have to appreciate the ordinary more than you can hold, because most of life is deliciously ordinary, deliciously mundane, but it's seeing the beauty in it. It is wonderful and gorgeous to wake up every morning to see what the day brings. It's so wonderful. It's just learning to appreciate and be thankful to the ordinary, to the mundane, to the beauty that is human, that is this world, that is nature, that is the deliciousness of life. If you create lots, if you have space for a lot of ordinary and mundane, you create a delicious space to have a delicious life and for things to create with explosion. And as you create those habits, you have this delicious life, and these habits then create sacred moments throughout the day that you do those habits. Literally every morning I sit down and read. That is sacred. I go on my walks. That is sacred. And the repetitiveness of it, that's what makes it sacred, because I'm honoring myself and I'm honoring my time, and this is what I'm doing. And also being flexible for when those times don't happen, and it's okay if I don't have a moment to read and have my coffee or walk. It's being okay to go with the flow of life and what that day brings. But on the regular days where it's very ordinary and mundane, keep doing the actions of the things, of the habits you're creating, of the stepping stones in life that you want to build. You got to keep waking up and doing those things, doing the ordinary. and really appreciating the ordinary and knowing that all of this gorgeous ordinary will take you and get you to the life that you dream of. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to show up. You have to be willing to be seen and create a space within you that's safe. And whatever it is that you're dreaming of, if you want to be a writer, start writing. If you want to be a dancer, start dancing and start watching dancing. Like whatever you can do to consume whatever it is that you want to do, and then also practicing doing it yourself, like the action of it, is important. And finding your influences. You want to be a comedian? Find the comedians that inspire you. Try writing something funny yourself and hosting your own comedy night in your living room. Like, you can do whatever you want in this life. You just have to figure out, how does it work for you? Where can you start? And know that it doesn't start at the pinnacle of where someone is at their career that's taken them so long to get there. It starts with just one step at a time, beginning and doing a lot of hard work and creating the space for yourself. And I don't know if you've heard about like the 10,000 hours, you know, it's like you've got to put time and effort into the thing of building your craft, whatever that is. Maybe it's gardening. Gardening's gorgeous, and I love gardening. I love like planting food and receiving food from the plants, you know, but I have no idea how to like do it right unless I practice it and I do research and I start planting. It is seriously so beautiful when you find the thing that brings you joy and you start putting your actions towards it and learning how to get better at it and just really growing in that area. And you could have many areas, but when you focus on one, that really helps you really become really good and expands your capacity in that area. And it's really important that it's your decision, your choice, and you find the thing that brings you joy and that comes naturally to you. Like, it does help if there's a natural interest or a little bit of natural going on, and then you've got to do the hard work, because not everything's just like so natural it's gonna be easy. Like, everything takes work, everything's hard in a really good way, and it's important that things are challenging and that you have to learn, because that's how you create your craft and that's how you create the vibe of who you're going to be and how you're going to show up, because everyone's so different. Everyone that wants to be a comedian or a gardener or whatever it might be, they're going to garden differently, or they're going to share their stories differently, and it's navigating how you want to share your story. Literally everything in this life is about story. Like, a gardener is telling a story, and it is something behind me made a noise that scared me. Everyone's telling a story. It is so beautiful, and it's like finding what is the way that you like to tell story and like to share your experience through your story. And as you find that, it's really beautiful too, because then you find a way to almost like get that out of you and live out in that way, and then you create space for more and more space to grow and evolve and change and get better at your craft, whatever that may be. And so I hope that you're just living a delicious, ordinary life and finding the joy in the mundane things and practicing gratefulness. Like, thank you so much for the shower. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this food. I'm so grateful for the clothes that I wear. Like, whatever it is, just like practicing that gratitude for the things that are ordinary in your life, and realizing that it's also not that ordinary. What makes it ordinary is that it's become normal to you. But really, if you think about it on a more global thing, like, not everyone does get to have a shower. It's actually a privilege. Or not everyone has all the clothes that you have. That's a privilege. Like, there's so many things that we get used to. And so it's important to really reflect and realize how much you have and be grateful for it. Because the more that you create space for gratitude in your life, all the things you have, and appreciate everything you have, you create space for more. And just seeing your life as it is right now with nothing to change, and just changing your mind into gratitude will completely change the way that you see your ordinary mundane things. You will start to appreciate them in a really beautiful way. And learning how to slow down, like slowing down, not being on my phone, turning the coffee machine on, and like going through the process, like really being present. It's delicious. I love it. I wake up every morning so excited to do it. It brings me so much joy. A lot of ordinary, more than you can hold. Let's breathe. A lot of ordinary, more than you can hold. Now as you go throughout this day, I want you to think about this poem and what it might mean to you. Okay, bye.